Hi guys, what is up? It's Olivia and welcome back to my channel. Today I am sitting down because I need to prepare myself to tell you the story that I'm about to share with you guys. It's kind of insane. It's basically the 1975 concert experience, but I just have a lot to say about this one, so we're just gonna get started. So I saw the 1975 live for the second time last night on Halloween at Stage AE. I saw them live for the first time 2 years ago, back in 2014, I believe, but this was my first time seeing them live with the new album and the new stage production and everything like that, and I was already so excited about that just because I know how insane their stage production is, and like I mentioned before, that's one of my favorite things about live shows. But also the fact that it was Halloween made it more exciting because I knew one of them, if not all of them, were going to come out in costume because that's just the type of guys they are. They like to have fun, so I was ready to see their costumes, I was ready to have fun, I was ready to see the new album done live. I was so excited. Usually with these videos I start from when I bought the ticket and I go the whole way through the experience till when I leave the venue, but for this story in particular I'm just gonna start with the concert itself because I have so much to say about this show that I want to get it all in, and I don't want this video to be too long and too annoying, so we're just gonna go, okay? We're just gonna go. My four friends and I get to the venue and we decided to sit up in the balcony for this show. We wanted to be able to take in the show as a whole, be able to see everybody on the stage, be able to see the whole stage production done without having to worry about getting smushed or shoved or not being able to see through people, etc. You know how it goes in a GA pit, especially for short people like myself. So we get to the balcony, we're front row balcony, which is amazing. We have the best view, like center balcony. It was incredible. I couldn't have asked for anything better, to be completely honest. So just real quick about the opening act, her name was 070 Shake, and she's a female rapper and vocalist alongside her DJ, I believe. I'm not really sure what that relationship is, but it was just her as like the main person, and then a DJ was there with her as well. Can't say I loved her, can't say I hate her. She's definitely very different. Can't really describe her that well. Very different. So if you're interested and that name sounds appealing to you, then I suggest you look her up. On to the 1975. Listen, I have so much to say about this. So their intro was the same thing as the last time I saw them. The lights were super bright and there was a really faint like ringing sound, and then over the course of like 15 minutes I think it was, the ringing got louder and the lights got dimmer, and then all of a sudden they went out and here comes out the 1975. But listen, it's not the 1975. It's the 1975 dressed as Star Wars characters, okay? Star Wars characters. So before they came on stage, they started playing music from Star Wars, and you know at the beginning of Star Wars when it has like that scroll of text, they had their own little personalized scroll of text. It started off by saying, "In a land called Pittsburgh, far, far away." And then it read a story, and I couldn't really read it that well. I just got a gist about Maddie had gone missing or something like that. But then, at the very end of the scroll, it said, "R.I.P. Harambe." Like, it literally said R.I.P. Harambe at the very bottom of the scroll. Like, that was the last thing the scroll said. And then it went black again, and then they came out one by one. Freaking, guys, I can't believe, like, did last night happen? Like, that's what I want to understand. Did last night happen? Because I honestly don't know. Maddie comes out, he's dressed as Kylo Ren. Adam comes out, he's dressed as Han Solo. Ross comes out and he's dressed as freaking Chewbacca. George comes out and he's dressed as like one of the pilot people from Star Wars. One of the pilots guys with like the orange suits and like if they're like orange and white suits, you know what I'm saying? So he comes out in that. And then John was Princess Leia and his hair was like pulled back in the little buns and he had like a white dress hood cape thing on. And their whole stage crew was dressed as freaking stormtroopers. Like literally, what the heck? They took the most amazing picture at the very end of the show. They all came out for like a big bow and round of applause thing, and I'll insert that picture right here so you can see all of them dressed up as their characters. But it was the most insane thing. Like, it was so, I saw this tweet that said, it was such a simple concept, but it was executed so perfectly, and I could not agree with that tweet more. Oh my freaking god. They come out, they're playing Love Me, I'm jamming, I'm getting my vibe on, you know, and Maddie tweeted in the past or posted on Instagram or something saying how the set list is going to be different every single night, so I knew kind of the basis of the songs that they've been playing almost every night, but they would switch them up, so I didn't know what to fully expect. And that was just really cool because I feel like I always go to a concert and I know the set list and I know what's coming next, or what song's after this, or what song's not going to be on the set list. But for this, I literally had no idea. I knew the majority of it was coming from their new album, but I still, like, especially with the old stuff, I didn't know what songs they were gonna pick. So it was like a surprise after surprise after surprise, and it was just the best thing ever. One song that really freaking stood out to me was Loving Someone. I just have loved that song ever since I heard it, and I just love the message that it stands for and the lyrics behind it. I think it's written so beautifully. Hearing the whole room like screaming, like, loving someone, you should be loving someone, like, that just, I literally had chills. I have chills like talking about it. Like, it was so overwhelming, and I love that. Like, one of my favorite things about concerts too is hearing like a whole room of people like screaming and chanting words to a song, or a song that they're super passionate about, or a song that means something to them, etc. But like, it's just, we all come together as one and like sing the words, and I don't even know, like, they did quite a few instrumentals as well. I love when artists have instrumentals on albums, because not only do I love lyrics, but I also love instrumentals and seeing how an artist can create emotion with just sounds. I love that, and hearing that live is just a whole nother level and step in itself. And I'm just so happy that they chose to do like so many instrumentals, because just being able to sit there and just take it all in and just feel it was just, it was so good. The visuals. Listen to me, like I just mentioned before, visuals are probably my most favorite thing about a concert, because I love to see how artists visually portray their albums. Like, yes, you hear it in words, and yes, you can kind of see what they're going for on the album cover, but when they do a live show, you can really see how they picture the songs when they write them. You can just see the vision that they had when they wrote that song, how they wanted people to view it, how they wanted people to see it. Like, I love that. And their visuals, once again, were stunning and beautiful. There was one that they played at the very beginning, and it was like a prism. And if you guys know what a prism is, it's like a rectangle, like clear rectangle thing that reflects light, okay? And it makes like rainbows and stuff. And that visual, oh my god, like, that was my favorite visual of the night. It was the most simple thing. It was just 4 little prisms floating around in a circle, and then rainbows were just like shooting everywhere. I'm so bad at putting my thoughts and my feelings into words, but if you can't tell, I'm super passionate about things like this. So if I'm coming off as crazy or like weird or like over dramatic, I'm sorry, but I love it so much. They also performed If I Believe You, and that song just means a lot to me. It's so honest, it's so raw, it's so real. The first time I heard it, I was like, I am in love with this. Like, it's 7 minutes of pure bliss. It's so good, and hearing that done live once again, and John's freaking saxophone solo. Can we take a minute? John is so talented, and like, I've always loved the sound of the saxophone. I've always loved the sound of big band music, but like, just his playing is unreal. It's so unreal. I also played Medicine at our show, which I was not expecting that at all. I feel like everyone knows about it, but no one's ever like raving about it, or it's not the song that you recommend to people when you're telling people about the 1975, but it's one of my favorite songs that they've written. All in all, this concert was definitely in my top 3 concerts I've ever attended, if not like my favorite concert I've ever been to. It was just so special, because no one else is gonna see this production besides the people that were there last night. Like, no one else is gonna get at the 1975 Star Wars edition show. Like, and that was just so special, because I feel like Pittsburgh especially never really gets anything super special like that. I feel like that always happens in like LA or New York. Being able to experience literally a once-in-a-lifetime production is the most humbling thing, especially from the 1975, because you know how much time and effort goes into that stage production and just bringing the show together as a whole. Like, it's not easy to put a show on like that, for sure, and just knowing that they took that extra step to do something special for our show and the show that I went to is just, I'm just so happy about it, and I love them so much. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. Also, if you're not already and you would like to, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I post new videos almost every single week. School is pretty stressful, but I try my best. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys. I just realized my fan is on. Oh my god. No, how am I gonna edit? Like, there's just, I love him so much. There's so much to say. But I'm sweating because I'm wearing this sweatshirt and jeans and spooky socks that have a huge hair hanging off of them, so that's cool.